Good morning.
Morning.
My name is Syed Mahmood. Can you tell me your full name, please?
My name is.
Thank you. Can you tell me where you're from?
I belong to Pokhara, which lies in Western Development Region of Nepal. In fact, it is the second largest city of our country.
Thank you. Now, in this first part, I'd like to ask you a few questions about yourself and your surroundings. Let's talk about your hometown. What kind of place is it?
Pokhara is a beautiful place. It is mostly famous for its natural beauty. Most of the tourists visit over here, and Pokhara is the second largest city of our country.
What is
And
the
there are
most
lots of
interesting part of that city?
Historical places like temples, mountains, gumbas, and as Pokhara is almost covered by green hills, mountains, riversides. So it is mostly famous for.
What do young people do for entertainment in your city?
Nowadays, younger people attend parties, mostly in Lakeside. Lakeside is a place for tourists visit, and they visit over there. There is a ozone club, and they visit there and attend parties and enjoy.
What's the worst thing about living there?
Worst thing, I think there is not like worst thing, but Pokhara nowadays it is being degraded and noise pollution. Younger people, as example, younger people are using different kinds of musics. They are disturbing whole environment.
Okay.
So
Now let's talk about something else. Let's talk about tourism in your country in general. What should a tourist see or do in your country?
As I stated before, that Pokhara is famous for historical places, and as it is beautiful and rich in its natural beauty. So tourists mostly lures by its natural beauty, and tourists prefer to visit historical places like gumbas, temples, and as most of the tourists prefer to visit lakeside.
Is there
Uh,
any traditional food that you'd recommend to the visitors?
the traditional food, there is a community called Thakali community. It is most famous for its food cuisine, that is Thakali food. It consists of rice, meat and curry and chili pickle and dal, which is really important in our dish. And this is
Okay,
the
tell me
traditional.
about the kind of visitors who come to your country.
Okay, the visitor comes from India and Nepal also, from Kathmandu, which is the capital city of our country. The people from Kathmandu comes to our city to see its natural beauty, and other visitors as well from Europe, from Canada, from Australia, Japan.
Now let's move on and talk about being on time for appointments. Is being late acceptable in your culture?
No, I don't think so. Being late is always a bad thing, and in our country, if anyone is late for his appointment or some exams or some thing meetings, then he should be ready for punishment, like simple punishment. He should pay the fine penalty.
Are you ever late for appointments?
Not for appointments, but I have been late for my tuition class once, and my math teacher was really angry with me, and he scolded at me, and after that, then I never became late.
What type of excuses do you think are alright for being late?
Excuses means not making If I'm late, in our city Pokhara, bus transportation is mm, really bad. So we sometimes we don't get transportation system really. So excuses like by transportation, and sometimes we get late. Sometimes we had some work in our house, so we get late by it.
How do you feel when someone else is late for an appointment with you?
Okay, of course, definitely I will be angry at first, and then if his excuse is uh, meaningful, then I will allow him.
Okay, now I'm going to give you a topic. I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you'll have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. At this point, the examiner would usually give you some paper and a pencil, but in this case, obviously, you have to use your own. You can make notes if you wish. I'll just send over the topic in the message. Can you check the message, please?
Mm,
Have you received it? Yeah, your 1 minute starts now. All right, remember, you have 1 to 2 minutes for this, so don't worry if I stop you. I'll tell you when the time is up. Can you start speaking now, please?
I'm going to talk about the wedding ceremony that I attended recently. That was at New Road, Pokhara. I attended with my mom over there, and it was my uncle's marriage ceremony. And in our country, marriage ceremony are performed in traditional way. But nowadays, people have started celebrating marriage in some party palace or some hotels. In some party palace in hotels. So I went with my mom in a party palace, and I enjoyed a lot attending that ceremony. And over there, lots of different activities was done. Like firstly, they put on tika, and every family members wished blessed them, and after priest was also over there, priest, and he did his all work, and after that we went for our food, for our meal, and that was really awesome, and decent meal was provided to every guest, and it consists of rice, pulao, it's called pulao. And there was also fried rice, and there was a roast, fried chickens, there was mutton, and
Thank
there
you.
was baked.
Now, we've been talking about weddings. I'd like to discuss some more general questions relating to this. Do you think marriages are important for the society?
Yes, of course, marriages are really important because because of only marriage, our society begins. They give birth to the new ones, and yes, in this way, the society begins.
We've seen an increase in marriages ending in divorces in many countries. Why do you think that is?
Nowadays, people have started changing their behaviors. As before, marriage was really important for the people. Like they never used to get divorced. Divorce was really big for them. But nowadays, people like being careless, and they started liking others, and they like ignore their marriage life and relations. So people.
What roles do men and women typically play in families in your country?
Okay, men and women. In our country, men works outside mostly, and women works in a house, in a household chores, and they yes. But nowadays, girls, women are being more advanced, and not only boys, not only males, but also the females are working outside, and they are standing on their own. They are being
How
independent.
different is life in your generation from the lives of your parents or even grandparents?
Pardon, can you repeat?
How different is life in your generation from the lives of your parents or grandparents?
Okay, in the past, our parents used to be like quite conservative. They used to tell that the girls should not get education, and girls are made for working in the house. They should work in the house, and they should get married after they're 18 or 19. But nowadays, we can see that parents prefer to teach their daughters first. They are giving more priority to their daughters rather than their son,
Thank you. That
because
is the end of your speaking
boys.
test.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll send you a message. I'll let you know how you performed. Okay.
Okay.
Just a quick thing. Can you pronounce the word education?
Education.
Okay. How do you pronounce when there is an S and H together?
S and H.
Yes. Okay. For example, shirt.
Shirt.
Okay.
Shirt.
SHIRT, shirt.
Shirt. Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. I'll send you a message. I'll let you know how you performed. Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. No problem. Bye.